it's time. Let's go. Here he comes. The main man himself. Welcome guys back to the finale of Season 3. It's time to finally wrap up this season as we get into Episode 6, the final episode of Season 3. So, as stated in the last episode, we finally cleared World 3, and we finally managed to beat Coraline, and also managed to defeat, of course, the last couple of missions that we need to do, and rescue all the Waddle Dees from that said world. Now that Lundaria is completed, I think it's about time that we head over to something a bit different. Since for the finale of Season 3, we're going to actually tackle the Colosseum for the very first time. If you guys didn't remember, we unlocked this area a while back in Season 3, Episode 5, so I think it's about time that we actually tackle this Colosseum and take a look at its challenges. And there's also going to be a couple of tidbits that I'm going to mention within this video in regards to the final boss and a glitch that is related to the hammer ability that I'm going to discuss later. But anyways, let me go ahead and grab an ability real fast. So, if you guys excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and leave just for a quick bit to grab my ability. So, hold on. 1 second, guys. Let me go get my ability real fast and I'll come back. Oh, you thought I was going to come in with the hammer ability? Well, let me be honest with you guys. Even though that would be a normal assumption because I'm really addicted to hammer, I'm actually not going to be using hammer for today's episode, even though this is the finale of Season 3. I'm actually going to use a new ability that I haven't really used in a long while since the 3rd episode, which in this case is actually the Ranger ability. I secretly actually downgraded the abilities off screen to be in their normal forms, just as if it were to be a regular, typical cup that you would face against in the game, because I think this makes sense to have the first deal in the game that we're going to battle against right now have normal abilities. So, ultimately, we're just going to go into this with a regular Ranger ability, just because why the heck not? But anyways, that's besides the point. I wanted to go with the Ranger ability because I figured this would be suitable for the finale of Season 3, so why not? Let's go ahead and use this ability for the heck of this video. Anyway, let's talk to this guy here. Competitor Waddle Dee. Welcome to the Colosseum's reception area. You can enter tournaments here and battle a rush of former bosses. If you make it all the way to the end and come out on top, you'll win a special reward. And that's not all. We seem to have an unexpected warrior using our first tournament as training. All the way from Planet Popstar, stuck in this new world like us. That's right, it's Meta Knight. So are you gonna enter the tournament too? Of course. So as you can see, the first cup that we have access to here, as you can see, is none other than the legendary Meta Knight Cup, which is the first cup we gain access to when we begin the Colosseum. As you can see, this cup has 6 total battles. This means that, of course, it contains the 3 previous boss fights that we had with 3 previous bosses from before, both from Season 1's and Season 2's finales, plus Episode 5 of Season 3, which was recently. There's also 2 battles that are the Mini-Boss All-Stars, so that means the Mini-Boss All-Stars 1 and 2 are returning, as well as one last battle that, well, I'm not going to spoil, but you'll see in a couple seconds who he is once we get into the actual battle. But anyways, I digress. Let me cut this real quick so I can do something. Hold on, 1 minute. Something I forgot to mention. There is a chance that the bosses here can actually be randomized. This is the first game since Triple Deluxe, which was 8 years ago, that all the bosses are randomized at the beginning before you face off against the final battles. This is a big difference since Triple Deluxe and Star Allies always had everything in set order, but that's not actually the case with this particular joint. Everything is fought in a random order before getting to the final battle. So, let's see how this turns out, huh? Okay, you're officially entered in the Meta Knight Cup. It's about to get intense in there. I can't wait. The entrance to the Colosseum is right over there. Prepare for some tough battles, then head on in. Oh, you bet, so let's get into this. Meta Knight Cup. Alright, First up is Goramondo. I don't think this boss should really be that difficult because we have battled against him before in Season 1, and from what I remember, he was pretty easy to deal with during his battles, so I don't think this guy should really be that tough. Alright, Goramondo, let's get into it. Bring it on, buddy. I'm ready to battle you again like what happened last time. Whew, I had to delay that shot. I didn't know if he was going to hit me or not, so... Jump! Oh, that is so cool. It homes onto the opponent. It can hit from all the way over there? That's crazy. There we go. Oh gosh, I got mad, bro. He is mad. Oh shoot, I gotta run away! Run away! Always getting a little bit too close! Woo, that was a close one. He almost got me there. Keep going, Kirby, come on. I got him midair somehow. Alright, next. Alright, next up is Tropic Woods. Okay, I don't think this boss should really be that difficult. He was a little bit tricky during Season 2's finale where I had to beat him without taking damage, but let's see how this goes. Alright, Tropic Woods. Bring it on. Alright, let's go for it. Bring it on. I think we should be able to deal with this fight with no problems, so it should be good. It should be good. Okay, jump, jump, jump! There we go. Oh, jeez. Woo! Kirby got blown back, man. This tree can roar, you know what I'm saying? Jump, jump, jump. Ouch! Didn't expect them to do that. I don't know what he was going to do there, bro. Jump, jump, jump. Woo! One last hit should do the trick. Or not. Bam! There we go. Boom! Alright, took him out. Tropic Woods. Alright, next up is Clawreline, the boss that we literally fought against in the last episode. Alright, I'm a little bit nervous about how this battle is going to turn out, but hopefully we can beat her. Alright, Clawreline, let's do this. Let's do this. 3 bosses consistently in one row. Hopefully we can beat her without taking any damage. Well, beat her just in general, so. Dodge! She agile, man. She agile. I'm surprised Kirby was even able to dodge those. Never freaking mind. He ended up getting hit in the next second and I said that. Okay, whatever, whatever. Dodge that. How did he not dodge that? What the heck, man? Oh, Clawreline. There we go. Alright, got her in the face too. Although the girl's not giving up without a fight. Dodge that! Ooh, that was close. Oh, trying to trick me, eh? Whoa! Ooh, that was close. Oh, that could have gotten rid of her. That did though. Bam! Adios, Clawreline. Whew. That was a crazy battle. Alright, next up is the Mini-Boss All-Stars 1. Now, again, the Mini-Boss All-Stars 1 has changed from the last game, and it's a little worse than what happened in Star Allies, because I kind of gave a little bit of a soft spot for Star Allies for at least including one enemy, since it did contain 2 mini-bosses within this rush. But this rush literally contains 2 mini-bosses and that's it. Like, come on, man. Anyway, let's just get into this. Alright, first up, it's Wild Frosty. Let's do this. Oh, jeez. I forgot he goes really fast at the beginning. Bam! Alright, phase 2. Alright, dodge that. Ooh, that was close. Wild Frosty after... Ow! Oh, shoot, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. Okay, one last hit. Shoot the trick right here. Bah! There we go. Got him. Bam! 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 Alright, last one. It's Wild Bonkers. Alright, this is the last guy to do it. Come on. There we go. I'm dodging those Duran cookies. Got me messed up with the... Ow! What'd they get me? Oh, shoot! Woo! That was a close one. There we go. Got him in the face, too. This guy out for blood, bro. Alright, come on now. Ouch! Okay, I don't know how I did that, but okay. There we go! Got him! There we go. Alright, that takes care of the Mini-Boss All-Stars 1. Moving on. Alright, next up is the Mini-Boss All-Stars 2. Now again, the Mini-Boss All-Stars 2 has also changed from the last game, and it's even worse than what happened in Star Allies. And again, I gave a soft spot for Star Allies for at least including 2 enemies in the mix, since it did contain 3 mini-bosses. This droid only contains 2 mini-bosses again, and that's it. I mean, like, come on, man. Anyway, let's just get into this. Come on now. Alright, first up, it's Wild Edge. Okay, now I'm gonna have to be a little careful, because he is a little bit unpredictable the first turn. Woo! That was close. I'm about to fool me with that. I messed up with that. There we go. Got him in the face, too. Woo! That was a solid shot he ended up receiving there. Okay, bait him over here. Come on, get him, get him. There we go. All right. Took it out. Boom! Last one. It's Flunaria. This is the final mini-boss to do it. Come on, let's go. Alright, dodge the tornadoes she sends out. Gosh darn it. Well, I mean, I tried at least, okay? Solid shot. Alright, got her in the face too. Got her! Nice! And one last shot. Bam! Alright, that takes care of the Mini-Boss All-Stars 2. Moving on. Alright, give me a second, guys. Alright, guys. This is it. It's time to face against the final boss of the Meta Knight Cup. You always face this guy last when it comes down to this cup. And it makes sense because he is the final opponent of this cup anyway. So, yeah. Let's pick up this cash and then soda pop. Alright, let's do this. Time to face against the final boss. I would pick up that sword, but screw that, doing this with Ranger. Alright, it's time. Let's go. Here he comes. The main man himself. It's time. The Lone Swordsman. Meta Knight. Alright, now, Meta Knight, interestingly, is the only boss in the game that's actually optional. He's not actually a boss within the main story, which is a bit unusual. So, this is actually the first and only time he has become an optional boss instead of a normal boss that you face against in the main story. But that doesn't mean he's going to be easy, as he's going to be a little tricky to battle against if you're not paying attention, because some of his moves can be a little bit tough to dodge on your first playthrough with this guy. So, I do recommend you be a little bit careful with him, because this dude's a little bit unpredictable sometimes. Bang up, bang up. Wait a minute, this thing's on fire! Wait a minute! Ouch! Gosh darn it. Dodging that. Oh gosh, he actually weaved his way out of it. Ouch! Come on, bro. How did that not get in the face too? Ow! Ouch! Oh, he knew what I was gonna do. There we go. All right, phase 2 time. What on earth? Oh, never mind. I just dodged out of the way of the rocks. But what the heck was that about? This ain't Star Allies. Oh, this music on fire, man. Hold on. Whoop. Dodging that. What the heck is going on here? Whoa! Oh, shoot, he's swinging. He's swinging. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. That was close. Oh, jeez, he's going on for a second round. Watch out! Look out, look out, look out! Woo! That was close. Woo! Meta Knight's not playing any games, man. Dodge that. Ooh, Meta Knight's not playing any games. He is not playing games today. Dodging that. Oh, jeez. Woo! Woo! Ow! Gosh darn it, I got hit. How did he deflected that? Gosh darn it. Somehow that got him while he was flying. I don't know how that makes sense, but oh gosh, watch out! Woo! That was close. He still has a slither of health left. Dodge that! Woo! Oh, jeez! He was coming for me! Oh, shoot, he's going in for another round of this. Watch out! Yo, this theme is amazing! Wait a minute! Okay, well, I got him that time. Oh, jeez, dodge! Make it last, make it last! Oh gosh, he's going in another round of this. Yo, this theme! Oh my lord, Meta Knight's theme's amazing, man! Bam! Got him! Boom! Take that, Meta Knight! Whew! Well, that was a long battle. My God, man. To be fair, I wanted it to last, but man, that was an intense fight. 10 minutes. Alright! We cleared the Meta Knight cut. That took a little longer than usual because I wanted to hear the theme, but man, that was intense, man. Sheesh. Congratulations on a stunning victory, Kirby. Here's your hard-won reward. Hey! 500 star coins. Oh, and we get a rare stone. Nice. Okay, I will take it. Ooh, we get a new blueprint for our first clear. You got the Meta Knight sword blueprint. Now you can evolve the sword ability. Take it to Wildy's weapon shop. Well, I would do that if I have enough rare stones, but something is telling me I may not have enough. Are you serious? There is a rare stone right here? Okay, I did not expect that. Well then. Oh, that means I have enough to evolve the drill ability now, actually. Let's head back over here for a second first. Whoa, is that a Meta Knight sword blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme. Alright, let me get my tools ready, then we'll get this evolution started. Thanks for waiting. The sword ability can now be evolved into the Meta Knight sword. Well, I would evolve an ability in this episode, but I don't feel like doing it for this video. I feel like actually doing a couple of more things before we wrap this episode up. First is in regards to something I didn't actually talk about within the Meta Knight fight. So, let me quickly go over that first, and then we'll take care of the rest of the stuff later. So, hold on. Let me cut this real quick. Alright, so guys, I'm going to actually use a voiceover for this clip here, because as you can see, I just entered this Meta Knight battle again after dealing with the fight off screen. So, normally what you're supposed to do in the Meta Knight battle is you're normally intended to grab the sword. What you saw in the past clip was an altered version of Meta Knight's intro cutscene when you start the battle with him. This is the normal cutscene that you usually see when you get into the battle, but this isn't the reason I'm showing this clip. Oh no. The reason I'm showing this clip right now is because there's a couple of things I didn't actually mention with this Meta Knight fight that I need to discuss with this clip. So, when you're using the sword ability against him, everything may seem kind of normal at first glance when you battle against Meta Knight with this ability. That is, until you see Meta Knight doing this one attack here that we saw him do earlier, where he tries to charge into the player using a strong sword attack to try and hit you. However, if you have the sword ability, you can counterattack using B, and if you actually manage to deflect his sword, as you can see in this clip, you can actually grab his Galaxia and get the Meta Knight sword way before you get it later in the game. However, it's not just the sword that gets affected. Meta Knight also gets affected by this too, and he'll actually fly off screen and get a classic sword that comes from his past games. This is a very interesting and unique Easter egg, and I gotta say that this really makes this Meta Knight fight so much more special than any other Meta Knight battle that he has had. Because usually in past games when you grab the sword, you normally don't have to attempt to grab it, and you can just battle Meta Knight with any type of ability. But in this kind of case, they really thought far ahead with this battle, and they kind of figured that they wanted to make it a somewhat replica of, say, Superstar Ultra as an example, where you would grab that sword and just, go with the battle against him like you normally would. So, this is a very interesting and really clever way to showcase this Easter egg. And what's even more insane is that even with this classic sword, it does the same amount of damage as Meta Knight's Galaxia sword, even if he didn't have it in the first place. So, even if you manage to not get the sword and still fight him normally, this classic sword here does still the same amount of damage as the Galaxia does. And to me, it's just crazy and insane that they put this much detail into this battle to make it not just special, but also more unique than any other Meta Knight fight that he has had, which is really incredible, honestly. Never have I thought that this Meta Knight fight could be so well polished and so well done that has this much attention to detail within the entire circumstances that you have with the fight against him. It's not only just insane, but it's also really incredible that they put this much thought and care into this battle to really make Meta Knight's fight feel much more intense and unique than any other battle that Meta Knight has had. It's just ridiculous that he added this much detail into the fight itself to really make it so interesting that you had to get out of your way to see these Easter eggs and all that. So, it's really awesome, you've got to admit. And as you can see, I did improve my time by 5 minutes, but there's one last thing I gotta show before we wrap up this episode completely. And that involves a glitch with one of my favorite abilities in the game. So let me cut this again and we'll get into that clip shortly. So hold on. Let me cut this real quick and then we'll get over there. Hold on. So the last thing I gotta show before we end off this episode is a very unique glitch that you can do in the game. And it all involves the hammer ability. Many of you may recognize Hammer as one of my most favorite abilities in the game since it's such a boss killer in dealing with different bosses and just knocking them out very quickly. But in addition to this Hammer in Forgotten Land also has another use, getting out of bounds. For those of you that don't know about the Super Hammer Jump glitch, what you need to do to get this glitch to activate is you need to actually hover into the air by pressing A repeatedly until you get into a situation where Kirby actually gets exhausted from air. Then when that happens, you have to press the B button and then actually hold it in and then press A at the correct timing when of course, Kirby puts his hammer down on the ground to gain an insane amount of height, allowing you to get out of bounds and actually get other ways to faraway edges that you otherwise couldn't with normal jumps. That being said though, you can actually use this to your advantage and glitch your way into the Coliseum this way. As you can see in this clip here, after I got a couple of jumps in and managed to finally get the, well, glitch to activate, which you're gonna see, you can actually see that you can actually get yourself into the Coliseum in a sort of glitched out way and allow yourself to enter the Meta Knight Cup without even talking to competitor Waddle Dee. So basically, as you're gonna see now, because I got it on the third attempt, you can see here that as Kirby hits down on the ground, he gained an insane amount of height from the jump after he was able to execute it once he got off the hammer hit. So here, I actually maneuvered my way around here and got into somewhat of an invisible collision that the developers didn't get the chance to put in a solid wall for. However, when you enter the Coliseum this way, well, this actually glitches how the Meta Knight Cup is played. So I'll let myself explain this on the earlier clip. So hold on, let me get into the actual video and you'll see what I'm talking about. Meta Knight Cup. So you can see here that I just entered the Coliseum in a glitched out way, and it's telling me here that I have 6 more battles. And according to this poster here, we have to deal with the mini-boss All-Stars 1 again, with, of course, the 2 previous mini-bosses that we just dealt with when we first went through it. This leads you to think that we'll have to deal with all 6 battles again, kind of like how we did in the past, but more in a set order of sorts. But turns out that's actually not the case. Because you enter the Meta Knight Cup in a glitched out way, this is the only battle that you have to deal with in the entire cup. Meaning you actually skip the battles with Goramondo, Tropic Woods, Cloverline, the mini-boss All-Stars 2 with Wild Edge and Lunaria, and Meta Knight completely. You don't have to deal with any of those battles. You only have to deal with this one battle with the mini-boss All-Stars 1, and that's it. And if you don't believe me, you're gonna see in a couple seconds what I mean, because this is pretty broken. Anyways, first up is Wild Frosty. Let's go ahead and beat him again like last time. But since I have Hammer, I'm a pretty broken boss. There we go. One last hit. There we go. Boom! Alright, last one. It's Wild Bonkers. Okay, this is the final one to do. I got hit there, by the way. Come on, bro. I don't know how I didn't get him in the face 2. That was really weird. There we go. Face 2 time. Take that, sucker. Boom! Alright, that takes care of the mini-boss All-Stars 1. And that's it! You thought there was gonna be more to it? No, that's the only battle you have to deal with within the entire thing. This means you can actually beat the Meta Knight Cup in a ridiculous amount of time, as in 36 seconds. However, this time does not get recorded onto the actual game, though. However, you can do this to farm rare stones pretty quickly. So this is a pretty cheesy way of actually getting them into the game if you want to just farm them pretty easily. So yeah, this is a really interesting way to farm them in this regard. So yeah, guess you guys didn't expect that I was gonna only deal with one battle, but that's what happened. Congratulations on a stunning victory, Kirby. Here's your hard-won reward. You get just 1 rare stone, but I'll take it. So yeah, this is a pretty speedy way to farm them if you don't want to go through the trouble of going through all this madness like this. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that you can speed it up and do just that because of this glitch. Anyways, for real this time, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I do hope that you guys enjoyed the finale of Season 3. We were able to complete the first cup of the game. We experienced some Easter eggs with the Meta Knight fight, and we experienced a glitch thanks to my most favorite ability in the game. So, I think this is a good stop to wrap up this episode. I'll see you guys next time when we come back for the bonus episodes to go through all of the treasure roads that we have within Wandaria. And there's gonna be quite a lot we'll have to go through, so hopefully we'll be able to beat them, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, see you guys next time when we come back for the next episode. So till next time, y'all, bye.